Imagine you're standing in front of a car that looks familiar yet noticeably grown up. That's exactly the feeling the 2026 Dacia Dokker gives the moment you lay eyes on it. In this video, we're diving deep into the interior, exterior, performance, and pricing of the newest generation of Dacia's practical people and cargo mover. This script will guide the viewer through a complete review, flowing like a natural YouTube narration and staying engaging from start to finish. Let's begin with the exterior, because that's the first thing anyone will notice. The 2026 Dokker has moved far away from the purely utilitarian look of its early years. There's still that unmistakable boxy silhouette that makes the model so useful, but Dacia has sharpened the lines, tightened the panel gaps, and added a more upright and confident front fascia. The new grille feels more premium, integrating a modernized Dacia emblem and slimmer, more angular LED headlights that finally bring the Dokker into the design language of the current Dacia family. Down below, you've got a bumper that mixes rugged plastic cladding with subtle chrome-like details, giving the vehicle a touch of toughness without trying too hard. Walk around to the side and the first thing that stands out is how clean and functional the shape is. Tall windows, sliding doors, and a high roofline give it that classic van-like utility, but with smoother surfaces and more aerodynamic touches than before. Dacia clearly wanted the Dokker to be more than just a tool. The wheel designs are more stylish, too, with new alloy patterns available on higher trims that help the car avoid looking barebones. Even the base versions look better proportioned than previous generations. At the rear, the redesign continues with new vertical taillights that stretch slightly into the body, improving visibility and giving the Dokker a more modern stance. The tailgate is wide, tall, and opens easily, something families and business users will appreciate. Every angle suggests that Dacia worked hard to make the Dokker not just functional, but pleasant to look at. It's still a vehicle built around practicality, but now it feels like one you wouldn't mind parking in your driveway. Now step inside, and things take an even bigger leap forward. In the cabin, the 2026 Dokker showcases the most significant upgrade in its history. Gone are the dated plastics and bare cabins of older models. Instead, Dacia has embraced a new design direction that's simple yet contemporary. The dashboard has a layered look with textured materials that feel softer to the touch. There's a new center screen that sits upright just within arm's reach, offering smartphone connectivity, navigation on higher trims, and a much more polished interface than the old model ever had. The steering wheel feels solid, with multifunction controls integrated neatly. Behind it, the driver gets a more informative instrument cluster. In some trims, you can expect a digital display in the center that shows trip information, driver assistance status, and fuel economy details. The entire layout is driver-focused without being overly complex. The controls are large and easy to reach, staying true to the Dokker's practical roots. One of the strongest points of the Dokker has always been space, and the 2026 version pushes that even further. The vehicle feels massive on the inside. There's enough headroom to make even tall passengers comfortable, and legroom in the rear seats is impressively generous. Families will appreciate how easy it is to install child seats, thanks to wide door openings and accessible mounting points. For business users, the cabin transforms into a mobile office without feeling cramped. As for cargo space, the Dokker remains one of the kings of the segment. Whether you're folding the rear seats flat or removing them entirely, the flat loading floor and giant opening give you near van-level practicality. Even in passenger versions, you get enough space for long road trips, sports equipment, or even small furniture. Dacia knows its customers depend on this versatility, and the brand has doubled down on it. Technology has also improved significantly. The infotainment system supports wireless smartphone projection, and depending on the trim, you get features like automatic climate control, wireless charging, a better sound system, and parking sensors paired with a rear camera. Safety has taken a step forward, too. For 2026, the Dokker includes lane assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise on select models. This is a huge evolution for a model that used to offer only the most basic tech. On the road, the 2026 Dokker delivers a more refined drive than anyone might expect from a budget-focused vehicle. The suspension has been tuned to soak up bumps comfortably, making it ideal for city roads, long drives, and even slightly rougher terrain. It's not pretending to be sporty, but it does feel more stable at higher speeds compared to earlier versions. Cabin noise has been reduced as well. You still get some engine and wind noise because of the tall shape, but it's far quieter than older Dacia models. When it comes to engines, the Dokker offers a range of practical options. You can expect a familiar lineup of petrol, diesel, and possibly a mild hybrid variant to improve efficiency and reduce emissions. The petrol engine delivers enough power for everyday use, especially in the city, while the diesel option gives you excellent torque for carrying heavier loads. The mild hybrid setup brings smoother acceleration and better fuel economy, making it a smart pick for daily commuters. None of the engines are performance-focused, but they all deliver what the Dokker promises: reliability and low running costs. Handling is predictable, with light steering for easy maneuvering in tight urban spaces. The turning radius is surprisingly good for a vehicle this tall. On the highway, the vehicle holds its line confidently, and the brakes feel strong and responsive. Drivers switching from older Dokkers will instantly feel the improvement in comfort and stability. So let's talk about prices, because this is where the Dokker usually wins people over. Even with all the upgrades, Dacia is expected to keep pricing extremely competitive. The 2026 Dokker should sit comfortably below most rivals in the small van and compact MPV segment, making it a great value for families, small businesses, and anyone who needs dependable space without paying premium brand prices. Entry-level models will likely remain among the cheapest in their class, while fully equipped versions will still cost far less than competitors with similar tech and space. In the end, the 2026 Dacia Dokker represents a massive step forward. It retains everything people loved about the older versions, like practicality, affordability, and simplicity, but now adds a level of comfort, technology, and styling that finally makes it feel modern. It's more versatile than ever, more pleasant to live with, and still priced in a way that makes it accessible to a huge range of buyers. Whether you're a family needing space, a business owner transporting goods, or simply someone who wants a no-nonsense, reliable vehicle with a surprising amount of upgrades, the 2026 Dokker delivers. It's proof that a budget-friendly car doesn't have to feel cheap, and Dacia seems determined to keep improving without losing sight of what made the model successful in the first place.